consultant, how are you? Hi, mind eating hat, how are you? Variables as pointers. This chapter examines the concepts behind variables and pointers. Specifically, we'll see how Python variables are pointers to a location in memory, an address space, that contains the object assigned to the variable. Manning Baratham, how are you? New programmers often struggle to master this concept, but the material is crucial. We'll meet these concepts again in core. Developers sometimes talk about references instead of pointers. At launch schools, we use the terms interchangeably. You can say that a variable points to or references an object in memory, and you can also say that the pointers stored in variables are references. Some languages make a distinction between references and pointers, but Python does not. Feel free to use either term. Variables as pointers. The behaviors described in this chapter arise from the interaction of variables using pointers to reference their associated objects. In Python, all variables are pointers to objects. If you assign the same object to multiple variables, every one of those variables references or points to the same object. They act like aliases for the object. When you reassign a variable, Python changes what object the variable references. Reassignment doesn't alter the old or new object, it simply changes which object the variable references. I'm feeling a little bit like I feel better because it's Monday, but I also haven't slept at all. It's almost 6 a.m. And yeah, I had a really bad, I don't know, this whole week has been crash out after crash out, like a mental breakdown. But yesterday was like peak. I was not doing well. So I'm hoping that it's Monday. Can I turn a new leaf? Can I start over? I think I just started feeling really pressured and stressed and like useless, but it doesn't help me or anyone else if I feel that way, so I'm gonna try not to do it. Where was I? It simply changes which object the variable references. When a reassignment involves the creation of a new object, Python first creates a new object. It then changes the variable's stack item to point to the new object. As in the previous paragraph, this does not alter the object. Things get a little messier when mutating objects through a variable. If a variable points to a mutable object, you can do something to mutate that object. Python doesn't change the variable, but it changes the object. Every variable that references that object will immediately see the object's new state. So we have numbers 1, 1, 2, 3. Numbers 2. Let's go ahead and play with it. Let's see. Meow, 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 meow. So numbers 2 is equal to numbers 1. So numbers 2 points to the same object as numbers 1. And then if you do numbers 1, pop, we get rid of the last digit, the 3, and then we do numbers 2. We should see that it doesn't have the 3. Okay, that's fine. We'll discuss this behavior in much more detail later in the chapter. The author also refers to this as Einsteinian spooky action at a distance or quantum variable entanglement. The indexing syntax can make things a little confusing. For instance, assume we have a numbers list that looks like this. Now, do you want head pats? The remnant, you want head pats? You can get head pats if you're a good kitty. Now let's reassign numbers 2. So we do numbers 2, and we're gonna make it 3, 3, 3, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 3, 3. This is not a reassignment of the numbers variable. It's a mutation of the list of objects reference. And then if we do print numbers, see, Control V or J for K, for K. Go back to the bottom. Do you want head pats? No, thank you. I'm good. The man named Bangalter. I feel a little bit better today. How are you? This is not reassignment, it's mutation. Technically, it's also a reassignment of the list object element at index 2, but it's not a mutation of that element. When using variables, it's essential to remember that some operations mutate objects while others do not. For instance, list sort mutates a list, but sorted list does not. In particular, you must understand how lines 2 and 3 in the following code differ. I wish I saved the site I saw yesterday. Let me see if I can find it again real quick. The call. This one? Is it type racing? Type racer? Is that it? Oh yeah, that is it. Ah, God. Wow. Hi, crazy YOLO. I tell you, I'm not good at anything in this whole world, but I do have a really fast typing speed, and this is just the warm up. Yeah, it's not really useful though in today's day and age. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Uh. Meow, meow. Both lines 2 and 3 are reassignments. However, line 3 mutates the list assigned to X, while line 2 does not mutate anything. It simply reassigns the variable to a new value. Meow. Meow. Let's see. Meow, meow, meow. Eh? Not supported instance of int and string. Oh, okay. Okay. But then if we print sorted, no, print just meow, and then we do print meow sort. None. Why do we get none? Meow. Yes. Okay. Mm. And then I want to say that this one, oops. Meow, 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 meow. This one is, not mutation. This one, mutation. Okay. We should also look at augmented assignment. When the variable on the left side references an immutable value, augmented assignment acts like reassignment. Thus, all of the augmented assignments in the following code, lines 6 through 10, are reassignments since the values referenced on the left are all immutable. Let me think about this again. Oh, that makes sense. So, let's say, mutable objects. Augmented assignment on them. Looks like reassignment. Banning. Thank you, Banning. However, if the variable on the left references a mutable value, the augmented assignment is usually mutated. Nope, haven't been watching the Olympics. God, you're enjoying it though. The only competition I've been watching lately is that baking show, that Korean baking show. I'm really enjoying that. Okay. All built-in mutable assignment. Yeah. This behavior is not guaranteed for custom objects, which we'll meet in the object-oriented programming book. The idea that Python stores the elements of a collection in the collection object itself is a simplification of how Python works under the hood. However, it mirrors reality well enough to be a mental model for almost all situations. Don't sweat the details right now. We'll expand on this later in the chapter. It's time to jump into our first rabbit hole: how variables and objects work in Python. Should we be concerned about unintended side effects from certain operations when dealing with numbers? Why or why not? Ow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow. Wow. Ah. Hmm. Variables and objects. Yep. I don't know how cool it is, honestly. It's called LS bot. It's their bot. I take it with a grain of salt. Um, I mean, if I'm really honest, it is one of the cooler implementations of AI that I've seen so far. I feel like a lot of people, I don't know, I feel like a lot of companies implement AI poorly. But, you know, I don't know. It doesn't, I don't know. Yeah. What up? At the most basic level, variables are named locations in a computer's memory. Each variable has a unique address in memory, usually in an area called the stack, and sometimes in a different area called the heap. You don't need to understand the differences between the stack and the heap at this stage, but learning that they exist will help later in core. We'll pretend that all variables are stored on the stack. The space allocated for a single variable is small. On modern computers in 2020, memory it needs for an object from the heap. Heap blocks can be pretty much any size, provided sufficient memory is available. Once Python allocates heap space, it creates and stores the object at that location. The address of that object is then copied to the variable stack location. Thus, when you access a variable, Python first determines where the variable is on the stack. It then takes the object's heap address from the stack item and uses it to find the object. The variable is a pointer to a stack location, and the stack location is a pointer to the object. Let's break that down with an example. Assume we're creating a variable named numbers and giving it an initial value of a list with 3 numbers. Numbers 1, 2, 3. Since numbers is a new variable, Python adds a new entry to the stack. For simplicity, we'll assume the variable stack address is at memory location 10240. Next, Python allocates enough memory on the heap to hold the list and its elements. Actually, the list object may contain pointers to the elements, but we'll ignore that for now. Let's say Python allocates 32 bytes at address 4344278784 for the list and its elements. It then constructs an appropriate list object with its elements at address 4344278784. Finally, Python copies the address into the variable's stack address. Things now look something like this. I'm proud of you. Yeah, congrats on switching to Linux. And I agree. I agree. A lot of things seem more difficult on the outside. You just gotta push yourself. Mm-mm. Suppose now we want to print the object assigned to numbers. To do this, Python looks up the name numbers in its list of variables, sees it on the stack at address 10240. On the stack, Python can see the object associated with numbers is at some address. Finally, it passes that address to print, which formats and prints the object. All this sounds incredibly complex for something as conceptually simple as giving a name to some data. Maybe it is. However, in the end, the process is lightning fast and memory efficient. There would be almost no benefit to simplifying the process in Python. In fact, it would likely eliminate some crucial elements. Get out, Max Saker. Go home. Get out. Variables and shared objects. Let's assign a new variable to the same object that is referenced by numbers. Numbers2 equals numbers. Since numbers2 is new, Python must create a new variable on the stack, which it does. We'll assume its address is 10256. It then determines the memory address of the object assigned to numbers and stores that address in number2's stack item. That means both numbers and numbers2 now point to the same object. You can verify this using the ID function or the is operator. So if we do numbers equals 1, 2, 3, and then print actually, we don't have to print. We just do numbers 2 equals numbers, print ID, numbers is the same, ID, numbers 2, print numbers is numbers 2. Good for you. Mm. Mm. This means our variables and objects are now organized like this in memory. They both, two different variables. Pointers have a curious effect when you assign a variable that references an existing object to another variable. Instead of copying the object referenced by the variable on the right to the variable on the left, Python only copies the pointer. Thus, when we initialize numbers2 with numbers, we make both numbers and numbers2 point to the same list object 1, 2, 3. It's not just the same value, but the same list at the same address. The two variables are independent, but since they point to the same list, that list depends on what you do with both numbers and numbers2. Equality and identity. Oops. Two objects, object 1 and object 2, are said to be equal when object 1 equals object 2 returns true. The objects are the same object when object 1 is object 2 returns true. We can also say that object 1 and object 2 have the same identity since ID object 1 and ID object 2 return the same value when object 1 is object 2 returns true. Consider the following code. These two are the same because when numbers 2 is assigned to numbers, they're referencing the same object. But then, in this one, numbers and numbers 2 are equal because they have the same value. But numbers 2 is false because numbers 2 got its own object. And we can double check that. On line 5 of both examples, numbers and numbers 2 are equal because since numbers equals numbers 2 returns true, this makes sense. Both variables point to a list whose values are the same, 1, 2, and 3. As we've already seen, the lists from line 6 on example 1 are the same objects. However, are the lists on line 6 of example 2 the same list? No, they are not. They are entirely different objects even though they have the same values. As a result, line 6 prints false. Line 2 created a new object which we assigned to numbers 2. Thus, assuming that the new object is at this address, memory now looks like this. One second, I'll be right back. Meow, meow, meow. Mhm. Meowing. Meow, meow, meow. Shallow versus deep copies. Man, 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 man. When you copy objects in any language, you must understand the difference between shallow and deep copies. Most copies created by Python programs are shallow copies. That might seem strange early on, but it works out for the best. Deep copies just aren't needed all that often. The copy.copy and copy.deepcopy functions from the built-in copy module are Python's primary ways to create shallow and deep copies, respectively. Before we explore the differences, we must first understand that the memory picture is more complex than we described earlier. Let's take this object as an example. As we discussed earlier, this object gets created in the heap. However, we assumed that Python would put all three elements in the heap memory allocated for this list object. We now have a nested list though. That list, 1, 2, can't be stored directly in the 1, 2, 3, 4 list. Instead, Python allocates additional memory on the heap for the inner list, 1, 2. Instead of storing 1, 2 in the memory allocated for the outer list, it stores a pointer to the 1, 2 object. Ultimately, the memory picture looks like this. Manning so cute. Outer list at some address. And then a pointer to this list, the inner list at this address. As you can see, we have two lists stored at different places in the heap. The outer list on the left contains 3 elements, the integers 3 and 4, and a pointer to the second list. The inner list on the right includes integer elements 1 and 2. The actual memory picture is more complicated than this. The integers from both lists are also stored as separate objects. However, we're not interested in them right now, so we won't overcomplicate the diagram. One last note. The various built-in constructors create shallow copies when passed an element of the same type. So my list, shallow list, my list. Print shallow 0 is my list 0 true. Dictionary, shallow dictionary, my dictionary. Meow, meow, meow. Print shallow ABC is equal to my dictionary ABC. I forgot what the constructors are. The main takeaway is we have two different objects. Now let's see what happens when we try to duplicate the first list. Meow, 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 meow. Shallow copies. A shallow copy of an object is a duplicate of the original object's outermost topmost level. Any nested objects within the copied object aren't duplicated. They still reference the nested objects from the original object. Thus, if you mutate the nested objects in the original, those mutations will be visible in the duplicate. Let me think about it. Shallow copy is a duplicate of the original object's outermost topmost level. Any nested objects copied within the copied object aren't duplicated. They still reference the nested objects from the original object. For instance, consider the code import copy, orig, and then some nested list, dupe, copy, orig, orig is dupe, false, orig equals dupe, true, orig at index 2 is, oh wait, make orig at index 244, print dupe, and the outer part of the list doesn't change, but index 0 is still equal to index 0 of the dupe, and orig 0 1. Let me think about this. Reassign orig 0 1, so at index 1, the first index of that nested list, so that's a 2. Change that to 22, and then if you print the dupe, it's also 22. Meow, meow, meow. I'm a little bit too tired, honestly. Meow, meow, meow. In this example, meow, meow, meow. Honestly, this whole year so far, I've been having a lot of fun learning programming. But this past few days and past week and also few days, I started to feel more discouraged because of people in the community saying useless things to me about the pointlessness or something. It's really weird, right? If I don't think about other people and I just focus on what I feel or what I want to do, that's fine. It's the moment I start listening to other people that I feel really full of doubt. I'm wondering if I'm wasting time. Yanni Kitty Pillar, how are you? Oh well. I keep going. In this example, line 3 creates the list we talked about above. Remember, the list is actually stored as separate objects. Note that 1, 2 is referenced by a pointer stored in the original list. We then create a shallow copy of the origin list on line 4 and then call the duplicate dupe. On line 6, we confirm that origin and dupe reference distinct objects. However, line 7 tells us they have the same values. When we then mutate origin on line 8 and then on line 9, confirm that dupe hasn't changed. Remember, origin and dupe are separate and distinct objects. Line 11 shows that both origin 0 and dupe 0 reference the same objects. On line 12, we use origin 0 to mutate the list. We print dupe 0 and can see it reflects the changes. For completeness, here's what memory looks like now. We've reduced the diagram to the bare essentials. We use inner to represent a pointer to the inner list. So outer list and shallow copy. In the outer list, in the original, this one at index 2 got changed to 44, but didn't affect this one. But for the inner list, since the shallow copy references this inner reference and they point to the same thing, when we changed the 22, or when we changed the 2 to 22 in the outer list, it also gets changed for the shallow copy. Now, our shallow copy only duplicated the outermost level of the original list object. The inner list remains shared. We're creating a shallow copy of a list that contains only immutable objects ever lead to unintended side effects. Why or why not? Hmm. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. You know, same people will discourage you learning math because just use a calculator. Have you used algebra in daily life? Don't listen. You're doing good progress. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're sweet. I feel like I have to remind myself not to listen, but I feel like, yeah, I don't know why I'm so weak. It hurts in particular just because I know it's coming from like professionals, like in the field already. And I have no idea. I don't know if, like, they might be right. They might be right. But I feel like people, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. Whatever. Whatever. No, no, no. If it's so pointless, why don't they quit their job then? Yeah. They say it in kind of a different way. They say more like, well, they talk a lot about AI, but they also kind of say like, hmm, I should do other things instead to make money now or something. I don't know. I'm trying to understand. Like, or, so some of it isn't just like, oh, don't learn how to code. I feel like some of what they're saying to me too is sort of like build projects first. Um, and there might be truth to that, right? There might be some truth to that somewhere. I don't intend on staying in something like tutorial hell forever. I don't intend to just only read books and never make anything. But um I feel like yeah, in my past already, if it's not obvious to anyone, I've done dabbling. I've worked with things here and there. So the skill I'm looking for personally isn't can I use AI and the internet and, other people's work to like concoct a product and then sell it. That's not the skill set I'm looking for. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Now, mm, yeah, I think I can't even say sure for sure that I'll ever make a product that's like for sale or something. Hmm. I think about it this way. Even if as a business owner, I hire someone else to do the work, I would still like to be able to have some foundational knowledge, if that makes sense. So I can have a more, I don't know, intimate understanding of what's happening or something like that. They derail what you're doing. Hard disagree, knowing the basics is the most important. I think so too. Also, I feel like, I'm alive. I'm alive. I'm not a robot. So I ought to learn things. Yeah, okay. Enjoy the lurk. Thank you for your encouraging words. I appreciate it. It helps. I've been really crashing out, and like Max Seeker said, he wanted to try to make me cry, then he ran away. Yeah, I don't feel like crying today. A deep copy of an object is an exact duplicate of the original object at the outermost or topmost level and every nested object, no matter how deeply nested. There's basically nothing you can do to the original object that can be seen in the duplicate or vice versa. You guys are being so sweet. Thank you. I genuinely appreciate it. Thank you. I will cheer you on as well in whatever you're doing. So I appreciate you cheering me on too. Are you sure there are people in the field or assuming? Nope, I know. One of them works in hardware and they worked at a company in Texas and now they work at a company in California. The other one just finished grad school, did multiple internships at a FANG company and now works for a FANG, you know? So these are guys that are like, they're like, you know, they're like, I don't know the first one for sure. Like the hardware guy, I'm not 100% sure what company he works for, but yeah, I don't think he's struggling. I'll just say that. Mm. Meow. 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 Let's look at what happens to the previous code when we introduce deep copies. Okay. So we already know what's gonna happen. Their values are the same, but they're different objects. When we mutate index 2, it doesn't mutate anything in the dupe. But also when we mutate index 0, 1, which is a 2, in the original, it doesn't do anything to the dupe because the dupe is its own thing, it's its own layer. Wow, 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 thank you. I do get the other thing too is I am a little bit too I think I'm overly ambitious. I'm definitely overly ambitious, but I think there's nothing wrong with that. You know what they say? Shoot for the moon, and when you crash, you land in the stars. Isn't that what they say? I'm pretty sure that's what they used to say. So, you know, it's better to like undershoot a really positive landing than to undershoot, no ambition. Like the fuck. There are no code differences between using code deep copy on line 4. Furthermore, there are no behavioral differences until we reach lines 11 to 13. Line 11 shows that org 0 and dupe 0 are no longer the same object. Thus, when we mutate the 1, 2 in this reference, we don't see changes in the dupe. Note that copy deep copy doesn't duplicate everything. In most cases, it only duplicates mutable objects. Since immutable objects don't change, there's no need to copy them. References are enough to ensure a deep copy that works. I feel like that's an interesting point. Let me think about this. It only duplicates mutable objects. Ah. Ah. I give you head pats, kitty pillar. You're a good kitty. You're a very, very good kitty. Meow, meow, meow. Outer list, inner. Deep copy. We now have 2 independent inner list objects. Okay. Should I make deep or shallow copies? The answer to this question depends on your data structure, whether your data structure has mutable content, and whether it matters to your application. In practice, shallow copies are frequently okay. They work best when working with objects that are not collections, integers and booleans. What else? What else? Working with immutable objects with no mutable components. Strings. Working with collections that have no mutable elements. Tuples that don't contain mutable elements. Needed for performance reasons, shell copies are faster. You don't care if the mutable component of an object, if the mutable components are shared. You should use deep copies when shallow copies are not okay. In particular, they work best when working with collections that have mutable elements, like nested lists. Someone argues we should always make deep copies of objects to avoid unexpected bugs. How would you respond to this advice? Ah, 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 ah. Meow, meow, meow. Deep copies are often unnecessary. Deep copies are more expensive. It's so funny because earlier in this whole thing, they kept telling me not to think about memory. Uh-oh. Meow, meow, meow. Ah, my brain hurts. The takeaway of this chapter is that Python uses pointers to decide which object a variable references. Pointers can lead to surprising and unexpected behavior when two or more variables reference the same object. Meow. Okay, and there are 6 exercises. Let's give it a go. Let's give them a go. And let's see. Vim exercise 1 pi. In your own words, explain the difference between these two expressions. Actually, my objects, my objects, no, 2, my object 1 is my object 2. The values of the objects referenced by these variables are equal. Go here, back. The well, wait. What up if true? Actually, meow. Okay, if true, the meow identity of the objects is the same location. Like that. Something like that. Compares two objects to see if they are equal. They are considered equal if they have the same value or state. In the case of collections, two collections are equal and they have the same elements. Checks two variables to see whether they reference the same object. An object that has the same is it that an object is the same as another object if both are stored at the same location in memory. In particular, that means we can say that my object 1 and my object 2 share the reference object, or my object 1 and my object 2 are aliases for the same object. Oh, that's a good answer. Okay, next. Without running the code, what will it print and why? So we have set 1 is equal to 42 Monty Python ABC A B A. Set 2 is equal to set 1. Set 1 add range 5 10 print set 2. Hum. Don't worry about having an exact match for the output. The important part is to show something that accurately represents set 2. I don't know though. Okay, I gotta try my best. I think it's gonna. Let's see. 42 Monty Python. Your question. Sets are mutable. Frozen sets are immutable. I don't know what. Okay, range 5, 10 should be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like this. Maybe? Ah, okay. It's just range. Oh, that's awkward. Delete! Delete! To the end. Delete to end. Here. Range. Photo. Ah? Meow, 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 meow. What was a different order? Mm-hmm. Set 1 and 2 reference the same set. If we add something to set 1, we see it in set 2. The opposite is true too. I agree with that. This code demonstrates that assigning a variable to another variable doesn't create a new object. Instead, Python copies a reference from the original variable into the target. Okay, we already know that. Without writing the code, what will this print and why? Let's find out. Let's see. We got BIM exercise 3. And then we're gonna do dictionary 1 is equal to. Oh man, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. 42. Oh no. Monty Python. The Life of Brian. Airplane. Don't call me Shirley. There's someone who keeps calling me Shirley, by the way. Dict 2 is equal to dict of dict 1. What the fuck? Dict 2. Monty Python equals Holy Grail. Print dict 1 Monty Python, and you should get dict 1 Monty Python dict 2. The question here is when you use the constructor dict. Is that a constructor? I don't remember if that's a constructor. I think it is. I don't remember what a constructor is. Constructor. Yeah. Built-in constructors create shallow copies when passed an element of the same type. Shit. Sorry, I'm being annoying. So, dict 2 shallow ABC is the same as my dict ABC. Why shit? Because I don't remember the answer. That's why. I don't remember. I don't understand. I looked and I just don't understand it. So, wait. They said that. Should it be Holy Grail? I don't know. Like, I feel like it could be Holy Grail because it's a Wait, let me think about this again. Do I even know what shadow copy means? I feel like I forgot. A shallow copy is a duplicate of the original's outermost top level. Okay, any nested objects aren't duplicated. They still reference the nested objects from the original. Built-in constructors create shallow copies. Shallow copy is a duplicate. Let me think about this again. I thought I understood this, but now I don't think I understand it anymore. This object gets created in the heap. With a nested list. 1, 2 can't be stored in the 1, 2, 3, 4. There's additional memory on the heap for the inner list. Pointer. Meow, meow. That is the same identity nested. Has the same identity, just more. Because my dictionary has a dictionary, and in that dictionary there are elements. And the first element is ABC, this key value pair. My question is the key value pair considered the outer, or is a key value pair, and is this also a reference to some other object? Let's find out with the other window, I think. Let's first go to now I want to try. We do my list equals 1, 2, 3 shallow list my list, and then print shallow 0 is my list 0, and I think I should get false. I get true. That is not what I anticipated. Why is it true? Why? 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 I don't know. Did I miss something here? I definitely missed something. A shallow copy of an object is a duplicate of the original object's outermost, topmost level. Oh, I get it. It's because of mutability. So, if I do my list, 0 equals 0, and then I do print shallow, now it's false because they're different. Where's this? Okay. With that information in mind, does that even help me? Does that even this even helping? Wait, because dictionaries are mutable. Are they not? Yes, they are. Frozen lists, no, frozen sets are not mutable collections. Lists, also tuples are not mutable, but their elements can be. Lists, sets, and dictionaries are all mutable. Brain worms, the brain worms, brain worms, brain. Brain, 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 brain. So my theory is that if dictionary 2 is a copy of dictionary 1, right? It's a shallow copy of dictionary 1. Then that means anything that is nested, anything that is an element that is mutable, if it's mutable, if it's mutated in one, it'll be mutated in the other. I'm going with Holy Grail. I'm going with Holy Grail. Let's see if I'm incorrect. I'm so confused. Wait. Please be right. Please be right. Be right. Be right. The life of the brain. Shit. Shit. It was wrong. Okay, let me try something else. What if I print... Wait, no, that's not what I want to print. Print dictionary one Monty Python equal to dictionary 2 Monty Python. I really fucked something up. I don't know what. False. Well, shit. Well, shit. Shit. What if I do this before? Was it true before at least? Or am I just all wrong? It was always false. I think I did something wrong here. Where did I do something? Oh, I put it in the wrong place. Gotta put it here. Let's see. It should be true now. Yes. Okay. So before we change the Holy Grail, they are equal, but are they also the same object? Wait. I don't think I understand this at all. I thought I got this. I thought I understood. Wait a minute. The fuck is happening? Okay. They used to be the same, but then they went separate ways. They went separate ways, just like that. Man, this was a bait. They tricked me. Create shallow copies when passed. It's a duplicate. I want to see this again. Here's what memory looks like now. The outer list, the outer list and the shadow copy have, oh, yeah. So this part is a little bit confusing to me. So the nested part does point to the same list. But no, this is just a cell phone. What I guess what I was confused about is this 3 and this 3. Them. Let me see something. Print ID picked 1. Print ID picked 2. Oh, they have different IDs. But what if I do at Monty Python? Where I'm really confused actually. It said they are the same. Are the inner I got you. I understand. I understand a little bit more. Damn, I'm so stupid. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? How can I be so stupid? Ah, my brain hurts. Okay, let's try one more thing. Let's try this example again. We have no, that's not the one. Wait, is that the one? Yeah, this is the one. We have original equals 1, 2, 3, 4. Dupe equals copy, copy, original. This is a shallow copy. I forgot to import copy. Now, print original is dupe. False. Print ID original. Oops. Print ID dupe. Okay, they're different. But print original 1 and dupe 1 are the same. True. Same value, but they're also the same object. That's also true. They're the same damn object. They're the same fucking object, okay? They're the same object. Even though the outer list is a different object, the inner element is the same object, unless you change it. But the exception is inside the nested part. So if we do 0, 0, they're the same. They also have the same value. And then if we change dupe 0 equals meow, then we do print original. We should get meow. No. What did I do wrong here? Did I mutate it incorrectly? Print dupe. Print dupe. It's because, oh, is it okay? Let me try that again. Go back to the original. Deepest copy. And then we're gonna just double check this. They're not the same again. Original. Kill me. Kill me! Not him. Does anyone know what that's from? No, 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 no! No! Kill me! Kill me! Not him. It's Twilight. It's Twilight. Okay. So they're same value. They're different. Okay. And if we print original again, spelled it wrong. Spelled it right. We print dupe again. Dip, spelled it right. Now if we're gonna transform this dupe shit. I don't care. I don't care what anybody says. I'm transforming it. We're gonna change 0, 0. We're gonna make it 0. That's radical. And then we're gonna print dupe, and it's gonna say 0, 2. Yes, 0, 2, 3, 4. And now we're gonna print original, and it will also say 0, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we did it. What do you mean, do I need hints? I just did it. What do you mean? What do you mean, do I need hints? The problem before was that I tried changing dupe, so like, fuck. I tried changing dupe to a string, but a string isn't a nested it's not like a nest. It's not mutable, first of all. It's not mutable, and it's not like a nested collection. So it's not being like, it's not doing the same thing that a list inside a list does. Anyway, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Don't mind me here. Just, yeah, I'm vibe coding. This is the real vibe coding, okay? Don't listen to what the AI tech bros tell you. Don't listen to them. Listen to me. I'm a cat girl. Listen to me. Okay? Ah. Alright. I feel like I got that 7:30 in the morning energy burst all of a sudden. Sorry if I'm scaring you. Some exercise 4. Pie. Shit. We got another dictionary just to trigger me more. Got A in this bitch. We got A in this bitch, and it has a nested list. They won't fool me this time. Listen, they fooled me last time with that damn string. They fooled me last time with the damn string. They're not gonna fool me this time. They put a tuple in here too, just to be cute. Look at these guys. They think I'm not falling for their tricks. I'm not. You know what they say? Fool me once. Shame on you. Fool me twice. I like this vibe coding. Instead of shit code, we get occasional crash out. Meow, 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 meow. Okay, now we're making a shallow copy again. Now, if dict 1 at A is changed to 1, we get 42. Wait, we change at the index 1 to 42. Wait, dict A at index 1 is changed to 42. So print dict 2 A. Fuck me in the ass and call me Jesus. I think this should be list of 142 3, because this is nested. So like, wait. They're not gonna fool me this time. I'm gonna say it in caps. This is nested, so it's the same fucking list. Okay? Now, if I run this code and it's not the same, I'm gonna cry and I'm gonna have to end the stream. Crashing out is a normal state of coding activity. Oh, I see. Let's see. You show up. Yeah, I put it in all caps because I mean it. Yes, we did it! 142.3. They thought they could fool me this time. They couldn't fool me, not with the all caps. You're saying about good and bad comments. That's a good comment. This comment. I'll take a screenshot to commemorate it. I gotta take a screenshot of this whole thing. There you go. I put this in my spank bank. I don't have a spank bank. Just pretend. Pretend I do for the sake of the joke. Yeah. Okay. Let's see what they had to say about this. As in the previous exercise. Wait, did I even read the previous exercise? I don't think I did. The constructor call creates a new dictionary that contains the same key value pairs as dictionary 1. Thus, dictionary 2 is not the same object. When we change the value associated with the Monty Python key in dictionary 2, we don't see a corresponding change in dictionary 1. This code demonstrates that two identical objects aren't necessarily the same object. If you assign an object associated with a variable A to a variable B, the variables share that object. However, if the value assigned to B is an entirely new object, there is no sharing, even if the values are identical. Then this one, as with the previous exercise, the constructor invocation dict creates a new dictionary that contains the same key value pairs as dictionary 1. Dictionary 2 is not the same object. On line 7, we reassign dictionary A index 1 to 42. Since dictionary 1 and dictionary 2 are different dictionaries, you might expect that mutating one of the dictionary's values would not impact dictionary 2. However, that is not the case. The dictionaries are different objects but share value components since the dictionary constructor creates a shallow copy. Thus, mutations to dictionary A can be seen in dictionary 1A can be seen in 2A. This code demonstrates that two dictionaries with equal value objects associated with every key may also share those objects. That isn't always the case, but you must understand what's happening in your code. Okay, fine. Whatever you say, fine. Whatever you say. Whatever you say, it's fine. I take it. I accept it this time. I won this time, so I accept it. Okay, let's get out of here. And let's move on to exercise 5. We're almost done. Write some code to create a deep copy of dictionary 1 object and assign it to dictionary 2. You should only modify the code where indicated. You may modify this line. You may modify the question mark part of this line. All of these should print false. Oh no, I'm in trouble. Okay, let's go back. Let's go to the top. What did they want me to put at the top anyway? Wait. I don't know. I don't know what goes there. Oh, import. You thought you could fool me? You can't fool me. Fool me once. You know what they say? Fool me once. Shame on you. Fool me twice. Fool me 10 times. I'm an idiot. You may modify the question mark of this line. Wait. Oops. Let's get rid of this, and we're gonna call it We're gonna say dick. How does it go again? Copy. Copy. No, deep copy. Dict 1. Easy. I think that's it. I think that's it. I think this is also it. This has to be it. I can't be wrong. I've never been wrong before. Listen. I don't even know how to be wrong. I'm allergic to wrongness. I'm a cat girl. That's just the way we roll. And it's all false, boys. We did it correctly. It's all false. Yeah. And the crowd goes wild. Yeah. Let's go. Let's go. I have so much energy and it's not even 8 a.m. And I still haven't slept at all tonight. Anyway. Yeah. Import copy. Dict2 copy deep copy. They copied my homework. They deep copied my homework. This is exactly what I wrote. Look at them. Look at them. They copied it exactly word for word. Wow. Okay. Deep copies create entirely new objects, including their nested contents. We can use deep copy to create a deep copy. Note, we don't check the immutable contents of the nested objects inside each list value in the dictionaries. I didn't check that. Since they are all immutable, they weren't duplicated. Try it by adding these additional tests. We don't check the immutable contents of the nested objects inside each list value. Blah, 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 blah. All of these should print true. Okay, we try it. False. True. Okay, fine, I believe you. Let's see if I understand it though. Why is this happening? So, dict 1 is not dict 2. Deep copy is like a new thing. Dictionary 1A is not dictionary 2A. Meow, 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 meow. Sorry, I'm being really annoying. I want to look one more time at the definition. La 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 la. Exact duplicate of the original object at the outermost level and every nested object. There's nothing you can do to the original that can be seen in the duplicate. Yeah, because they're all brand new, right? Duplicate means new object, right? Maybe, right? Maybe. I don't know. We're right. We're done with this one. I'm done with this one. Get out. Let me out. Let me out of here. I don't have more to go. Can you guys believe that I literally read this whole book and also technically 2 other books because we read the command line book, we also read the Git book. Also, we also did an Arch Linux install in between all of that just to avoid doing trigonometry. This is all this is like the massive sidetrack because I was doing SICP. I was doing that book. And we got to a problem that had trig in it. It said something. I just saw sign. I don't even. I think I saw sign there. I was like, screech, like tire screech. Hold up, reverse. I gotta find a diversion. So I decided to learn a different language. That book is in Scheme. I decided to learn Python instead. Because I didn't want to do trigonometry. I laugh because we have to go back to it soon. Okay. The following program is nearly math. Math must be scary as fuck for you. Actually, no. Megal Dev, I love mathematics. This is all a side quest, yes. I really love math. Um, I think I think algebra is beautiful. I think calculus is gorgeous and beautiful and important. I do need to brush up though on my calculus because it's been a long time. But for some reason, I just fucking hate trig. I just don't like trig. I think it's I think it's trauma from when I took pre-calc in high school. And I was used to like just I don't know, I got so good at math. I don't know why. I was I don't know, I had so much confidence in math that like I just I feel like I just showed up and that things would just work out for me. Like the key, you know what the key was? I would always do my math homework. I always did my math homework. But then for some reason with trig, we were introduced to it and we had to memorize the you know, like the radians and shit and the conversions and shit. What is it called? You guys know what I'm talking about, right? uh there's like a tiny bit of memorization. Ratios, is that what it is? Let me see this shit. I feel like was it this and this? Yeah, this shit. All of this shit here. I was like, I don't know. There was just a part of me that's like, I don't want to do this. Or maybe like, I don't know. I just thought I would just get it. Like I didn't want to take the time to like memorize it. I thought I would just know it. And that just is not how it worked out. So I got like straight A's, straight A's, straight A's, straight A's all the time, easy. And then trig happened and I'm just like, what? I feel like I look, you know, it's like that meme with it's like that old meme where like you look away from the board for a couple of seconds and you look up and it's like hieroglyphics. That's what it felt like. I was happy to get a good professor that explained it on a unit circle. His explanation made perfect sense to me since then. You're lucky. You're lucky. It's basically like I think I fell asleep during the class that introduced it, and then I was so lost. I was just so lost because with all the other parts of pre-calc especially, I felt like I knew enough that I could just bullshit my way around and I could, you know, deduce whatever I was supposed to do or just look at the book and figure out what they. But I don't know, I was being so stubborn. I didn't want to memorize this. I was like, this is not math. This is not math. I don't know what this is. But anyway, I've taken, you know, I've gone on to take more calculus and more trig after high school. And it turned out just fine the other times. But I think I have PTSD. So every time I see a sine, cosine, tangent, I just secant. Oh, cosecant. I just want to run away. I just want to run away. I'm just like, can I not? Can we do anything else? Can we do anything else but this? Please. But anyway, it's coming back to haunt me. It's like they say, right? Big tables at you is not helpful. And guys, I'm not trying to cope. I don't think this is genuinely the most difficult thing. It's just I feel like compared to other parts of calc, compared to other parts of mathematics, I feel like it requires more just rote memorization than deduction, if that makes sense. That could just be a cope though. Yeah, that could be a cope. I just didn't, yeah, I don't know. I wish though, I wish I got whatever. Maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe I'll watch some videos or some shit. That explains how it gets, how all of them get what do you call it? What do you call it? I don't know words. It's too early for me to get Alzheimer's. I'm not old enough to get Alzheimer's. I'm not gonna say how old I am. Let's see. The following program is nearly identical to that of the previous exercise. However, this time, it should create a shallow copy of Dictionary 1. Be careful. You're not allowed to use the copy module in this exercise. I can still do it. In addition, before you run this code, can you predict the output values? Okay. You bet I can do it. You think I can? What do you think? Who do you think I am? I could definitely do it. So if we want a shallow copy and we can't use copy, we could just do the method. The dict. Is it a method? Constructor. We could do the constructor. Dict 1. And then, because it's a shallow copy, we go to the end. Wait. We go to the end. Wait. Shallow copy. Shallow copy. Shallow copy. They're not the same. False. Dict A is Dict A. Is that true? Oh man, man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh fucking man. True. I'm gonna say true. Just go for it. YOLO. Okay. At 0. A0 is 7. Oh, it's a set. Set. Is it? There's too many nested lists. My brain hurts. The key A is a list that has 2 elements. And inside that list is another list. Is a set in the list. Shit. Well, shit. Ah, man, why did they do this to me? Okay, I want to say this is the same. This is true. And then this is also true. One... Is it truth? Wait. Oh my god, my brain hurts. Is it a truth or is it a lie? Is it a truth? Is it a truth or is it a lie? I mean, if 0 is true, then this is also true. I'm gonna go with true. And then B is true. I think I'm fucking something up and I don't even know what I'm fucking up. Give me a moment. I have to walk back everything that I'm saying. Shit. Wait a minute. 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 Wait. Okay, let's see. All of these print false. This is A0 and A0 are not the same. I feel like this is the opposite, but I don't know. Ah, the part I'm confused about is the part outside. The part outside. Wait a minute. I think they're the same, but if you change one, the other one, whatever. Please, I'm crossing my fingers here. This is the wrong file. Oops. Where are you? Huh? Python 3. Ah, please wait. Wait. Is A the same as A? I want to say yes. I think A is the same as A. B is the same as B. A at 1 is the same as A at 1. The difference, however, is if we were to change A in dictionary 1, it wouldn't change in dictionary 2. But if we were to change A at position 1 in dictionary 1, it would also change at A position 1 in dictionary 2. Yes, I did it! False, true. That's exactly what I wrote. I wrote the same thing. That is exactly what I said would happen. See right here? True. I did doubt myself a lot though. I thought I was confused. I still am confused. I have so much energy. Okay, let's see. You couldn't fool me this time. You couldn't fool me this time, buddy. Since the constructors for Python's built-in collections all return a shallow copy, we use the dict constructor to create a shallow copy of dictionary 1. That's exactly what I did. They copied my homework again. This time they copied my homework. They shallow copied my homework. This time they made a shallow copy. Confused but successful. Confused but retarded. Okay. The first print statement prints false since dictionary 1 and 2 are different objects. However, the nested components are all references to the original nested objects, thus the remaining print statement print true. More stuff. Wait, is it actually more stuff? Oh my god, I have to learn more. How can you call a chapter more stuff? What the fuck? What the fuck are you doing here? Are you gonna call this chapter more stuff? Okay, I'm just skipping this for now. I'll do it tomorrow. Tomorrow's another day. Function composition, method chaining, modules. The math module. The date time module. Function definition order, nested function, the global and non-local statements. Summary exercises. Endless bot guided review. How to use the review. Getting started. Introduction to programming review. Oh my shit. You are kidding me. I have to go over everything all over again? That sounds like fun though. And then conclusions and oops, I didn't mean to click it. No, you can't congratulate me. I didn't finish yet. I know the math model. I like math. I promise I do like math. It's only trigonometry that gets me. Also, I will say though, I'm missing math. I've never taken discrete mathematics. I've never taken Calc 2 and above. I've never taken linear algebra. Also, I don't think statistics counts as math. You could sue me for it. I don't care. I don't think statistics is real math. I think statistics is fake math. It's its other thing. I do think it's interesting. It's interesting and important to some extent, but it's not real math. Anyway, I had fun. This was so fun. Okay, let's go back. Let's go back. Said what I said. I meant what I said. I say it again. Don't make me do it. I'll do it. Don't make me do it. M meow 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 cat. Hit push. Let's see it. Make it happen. Updated 2 days ago. Oops. 2 2 weeks ago now. I need to do better though. I need to, yeah, I need to, I need to make better commit messages. But now we have these files and oh, look at it, look at it, look at all these updates, look at all these things we did. Wow. Wow, look at how productive we are. Wow. Let's click on this one. View file. Wait. I don't remember this at all. Wait. I don't remember doing this at all. Wait. Oh, that's because I renamed them. That's why. Yeah, I renamed them because they only had. I renamed. Yeah, I renamed a lot of shit. Okay. Well, whatever. Well, whatever. Anyway. I gotta go. I think should I stay 1 more hour? Statistics is important for people susceptible to gambling addictions. To teach them why it's stupid to gamble, why the casino always wins. Meow 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 meow. Always be wary of using AIs. The technology is still in its infancy and answers are often incorrect. No matter how confident ChatGPT is about the answer, doesn't mean they are correct. Fortunately, the answers the author was given match the original solutions to the problem. Oh, this is interesting. This is not time for this yet, though. We close this. I don't know what to do next. I didn't think of plans. Yeah. What are you guys up to today? Are you working? Are you studying? Are you vibe coding? Get out of it. Exit. Let me out. Let me out. Yeah. Today's the 9th? Probably. Yeah, this was yes. It was today. It was yesterday. I really don't know what to do. Meow, meow, meow. I could make thumbnails, or I could go sleep, or I could, eating seed. Wow, wow, wow. Wow. Careful that you don't get pregnant working. Oh, nice. Careful that you don't get impregnated with a tree, right? Like if you eat apple seed and then the tree starts growing inside your belly. Ah, it feels so good to drink water. Yesterday I couldn't drink that much water because there was too many people in the house. So my my water bottle was empty and I kept shaking it every couple of hours like damn, I really wish I could get some water. That's horrifying. Yeah. I thought you liked it when we talked about Mpreg. I thought you liked it. I thought you liked it. I thought you enjoyed it and even liked it. Actually, I don't think I could do this on the on this. I have to be very, very, very careful though. I have to be careful because I'm pretty sure this site. Wait, why can't I? Wait, wait. Can I not translate it? Excuse me. I can't translate it on here. Wait. Oh, that's a translate page. Oh, there it is. It's not available. We don't support Chinese yet. The fuck? What does that mean? What do you mean you don't support Chinese? How rude. Ah. Do I have another browser? Maybe I could try Molvad for this. Where do I have it? See. Meow, 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 meow. Not now. Not now. Not now. Not now. Can I translate on this one? Oh, oh, oh. Okay, I guess I don't really have anything on here. Shit. Well, whatever. Can I read that's not illegal? I was gonna read fanfics to you guys. I don't feel like reading. I don't feel like reading anything programming related. What if we could start? We could write. Should we do art and write? Yeah, we probably should. We could write. What do we write? We write our own story. Was that the translation of something? uh, um. Mm, 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 mm. What do we call it? What do we call it? I used to use Anki for a lot of things, including language learning. Now I hardly ever use it. Man and Gaiman came in. You're lucky I don't ban you for that comment. Do you mean I'm early or you are? Hell yeah. Creativity and productivity. Meow, meow, meow. Let's see. I had some ideas. Think. Mm. Meow. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. Oh, am I lagging? My brain lagging? Sure. My mind lagging? Is my heart lagging? Is my dog lagging? I don't have a dog. What kind of dog are you sitting? Is it a cute one? What's the angle we're going for? Um, it's a romance. Go for the romance angle. Enemies to lovers. My favorite trope. Do you have a favorite trope? Meow, meow, meow. Aw, cute. That would be illegal. I mean, yeah, technically it would be illegal. Wait a minute. Are you the one that's been posting that handsome tuxedo cat? It's not you. Is it you? There's a tuxedo cat that keeps getting posted and I'm in love with them. I don't know whose cat that is. Oh my god, I'm so in love. What a handsome little princess. There you go. What a beautiful, gorgeous princess. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Forbidden love, my favorite. Something sweet, forbidden. I don't know. Yeah, she is. She's regal. I feel like I'm being very biased, but it's also true. So what can I? No, I can't help it if it's true. It is what it is. Some people are just built different. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Cute, cute, cute. Meow. It always cheers me up to see cute cats. Ah. Meowing Kyrie, how are you? I welcome it. I welcome it. It's not spam. Meow, meow, meow. Good meowing, good meowing. Wait a minute, wait a minute. Darling. I'm sleepy. Ah, and then music. Mm. It's your energy is fading. Mm. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. Hi. Meow. Hmm. Meow, 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 meow. What do I want to write about? Little tears and little tears. I mean, how dramatic do I want it to be? Why does it keep saying plus? Stop, 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 stop. Mm. Uh, did I go forbidden? Mm. I need names. What's a name? Hmm. People. People names. I want something unique, but not like outlandishly unique. Come on. Yeah. It's okay. Huh. Um, let's see. I'm thinking Lacey. Lacey. And then mm, what's the dude's name? Off the setting? Based off the setting? Case. No, that's too close. Maybe her name is different then. Um, no, I don't like they. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, meow. Meow. Oh, what do I do? I like the names, but I don't think they go together. They're too close. That we're making so much progress. Sarcasm. Names generator or list. Can I find it? This is behind the name. See. Um. I have a randomizer. I didn't pick any settings though. kind of names. There's a lot of interesting names. See? Quincy. Casper. No, I want to name him Casey, but then I can't name the girl Lacey because it's so close. I don't know. I gotta see whose name I find. I like Casey though. Maybe I change her name. Found you. That's a pretty name. Go back. Feminine. Oops. That's not what I wanted. To randomize. Jelaine. Boyan. Aira. 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 Noah. Megan. Um. What about Leah? What about just Leah? That's, do I like it? I think I like it. Leah and Case. Yeah, we got names. Okay. How do I start this? I've never written a book before. I'm just making it up as I go. Let's see. We'll not call it a book. We'll call it like a fanfic. I don't want to start that. Snake case and lure one-liner. Oh, that's pretty. Hmm. Meow, meow. Let's see. We're gonna plan it first. Let's see. Let's see. Um. What do you mean setting? Get some ideas. Time, location, blah blah blah. Present day. Um. Present day. College town. Princeton. Princeton area. Something like that. Hmm. Let's see. Mm. What the heck is this thing about? A one sentence summary. Present day. Or the time you've been crazy. I need it. I definitely need it. Let me think. I want to think a little bit. I'm so bad at this. Ah, there's gotta be drama, but I don't know how far to go. Ah, meow. Literally gold. Literary gold. No, this is not a good start. We're doing okay. This is how we're gonna do the snowflake method. How many of you guys heard of the snowflake method? It's like you make like you plan the story. So this is just a plan. We have the one sentence, and then we have to expand it into a paragraph. So, mm, yeah. Okay, maybe. Mm, meow. Meow, meow, meow. Meow. Run around. Right. Ah, there's meow meow. You're not annoying. Mm, meow meow meow. See what else happens. Mm. Wait, maybe this is too. This is not the right thing though. This is this the really the. Is that really the summary? Wait, let me think about this more. Let's still have to write the characters in depth. Okay, we can keep going. Let's see. Um, I'm thinking. So, ah, here's what I'm thinking. They meet. She hates him. She hates everybody. Is this too much projection? Should I write a character that's really different from me? No, I don't hate everybody. But yeah, she meets him and she hates him first. But he's like, let's say that he falls in love immediately. I just like it. I think it's cute. I think it's cute when they fall in love at first sight. Even if it's one-sided. I think. Um, what the scenario is gonna be that they end up in. Moon like shiny trash piece. What I like in stories. Do you know there's a difference? mm. Do you really want to read it? I feel so. Guys, this is cringe. This is really cringe. Is it too big? Too small? Good. Um, it's cringe. I want to see the process you use. I'm making it up as I go. Wait. Uh, uh, I'm thinking. Let's see, let's see, let's see. I feel like there has to be a threat. I don't know what the threat is yet. Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we just take it all the way. Right? Like, I'm trying to think what's scarier. Like, I feel like we could just go to, I don't know. I tend to start my story plot with like family secrets and trauma. I'm wondering if I can go deeper than that. Like something truly threatening. Maybe Epstein? Hear me out. Hear me out. She has a friend, and her friend were both like scouted, invited, and her friend goes through with it, and she like chickens out, and then her friend ends up dead, and she's like the only one that knows what happened to her friend. Right? And then, oh, this is good. Wait, this is more witnesses. Something pretty horrific. A secret. They can never tell a soul. This is taking a turn. Not a bad one per se. Good enough. Wait, it won't be exactly Epstein, but like similar danger, right? Like I don't know yet. Oh, or maybe wait, is it a stranger, or if is it like I don't know how dark I want to get. So like what I typically or okay, I have another book that I'm working on that's like kind of similar in terms of like kind of it's not that similar. It's a little bit similar though. It's a little bit similar. It's a little bit opposite though because it's like the guy is more rude than the girl, but I'm not sure if we want stranger danger or is it her friend's like is it her friend's dad or her friend's relative or I feel like it's better though if it's what would be more shocking? What would be more absurd? No, no, party of a lifetime. It wasn't an ordinary Diddy party. Oh god, oh god. Okay, that's you know what? That's not even. Let's go deeper. Go deeper. What if it's her friend's cousin? It's French. You guys are so like, yeah, something like that. Um, I think there's not enough danger. I think there needs to be more danger. I like it though. Wait, maybe. Okay, maybe. Here's what I'm thinking. Is she sane or slightly Monero? We're gonna go with like she was sane, but this event has left her like bordering on Monero. But she's still like, I think it's important that she still seems sane to most people around her, and maybe even to herself at first, and then we maybe like build up to the heavy, maybe we build up to the heavy like mm, schizo stuff. Yeah, so here's what I'm thinking. We're not gonna start with it like right off the gate. We won't even mention it right away, maybe. Maybe she'll have like some series of like bad dreams and like little hints about the paranoia, little hints, tiny 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 hints. And and then we'll reveal that she's like feeling this guilt and worry. And how about this? It's not that her friend is dead for sure. It's that her friend is like missing, but she knows what happened to her. What's the POV? You could decide, that could decide how you reveal that information. That's a good point. Um, I think I wanna do back and forth points of view from her side and his side. Um, yeah, yeah. They make her lose her marbles. I'll like break. Um, let's see. Yep, she's losing the marbles. And then, um, let's see. I'm trying to think of something realistic. Like, what would make them both go to this place, but her friend only gets stuck there and she makes it out? I feel like there has to be a pivotal moment where she could have done something, or she thinks she could have done something. Like, I like the idea we not to overcomplicate things, not to overcomplicate things, but to we switch up the culprit, right? So hit the skill check. So like best friend and Leah. Why would they, let's say, um I feel like the most obvious thing is just like it's modeling, right? But is there anything more interesting than that it could have been? What if we make it a streamer party? Would that be super cringe? Would that make it really cringe? I'm trying to think of something like some mix between interesting a convention. That would be really cringe. That would be very cringe. We're not doing that. Let me think. I mean, that could be interesting too, though. It would be very weird. It would be very unusual. Um, I mean, I kind of like it though. Wait a minute. Let me think. Here's okay, because I said they're living in a college town, right? Which con would be too realistic. I know, right? She gets groomed. So this is part one. Part one. Okay. They're going to a college, no, not a party. Going to they're going to like some college event with best friend's new boyfriend, right? Right? And then they're both VTubers in an real life party. They're not VTubers. They're not VTubers. They go to an event. Um, and it's like basically I want there to be some like I don't know, I'm trying to think of what would be creepier or worse. Right? Would it be creepier to go to a party and then things go wrong or to go to like I kind of want it to be completely like a blind side where she like things escalate very quickly. It's like what the fuck, what the fuck, what the fuck. We weren't expecting this to happen. Uh, Okay, yes, I like this. So here's what I'm thinking. Here's what I'm thinking. Age gaps. I don't know if I'm allowed to do this with a Western audience though. Are they separated or is she a witness? Um, I'm not done cooking. Not done cooking. I think um we take it full tinfoil hat, boys. Here it is. It's like her boyfriend is goes to a very prestigious school in a very like important program and they get invited to like a secret society party like after an event. So they go first to like something like educational, something like hmm let me think. Something like something like a research symposium or something. Like what do you call it? Conference? Conference. Then like secret society after party. Some skull and bones type shit. And then like Leah is adamant that they leave. I don't even know. I don't know if I've seen that before or I don't know what it is. They leave. Um she thinks Something is pretty is kinda off. I think the best friend needs a name though. Best friend is a little hysterical. Maybe jealous. Maybe there's like another girl or like a college girl that's like flirting with her older boyfriend. This is so good. Wait. Hmm. They get separated. Leah watches her go into a room with red lights. Friend texts her, and Leah debates going in after her or just leaving the party. She goes home, or she starts to head home. I don't know. Do we send her home and then we forget it happened? Or do we send her back right after it happened? I don't know. Because I don't know if, like. Meow, meow, meow. Basically, I don't want it all to develop in the beginning. So I'm trying to think of how it can unfold later. Am I writing a mystery novel instead of a romance novel? I have to be careful to keep the genre. No. uh, this might need a little bit of work. Let me think. There's romance, I promise. Wait. It's not in this part, though. Hi, I'm doing good. How are you? Let's see. Um, yeah. Maybe we make Leah diabetic. Should we make her diabetic? Like type 1? Or anemic or something? I feel like anemic is less believable though. If we're trying to make Leah seem sane, all of this stuff should come later. Well, it's gonna get weird though, cause like, why type I though? Wait, huh? Did I miss something? Yeah. Let me think. Hmm. Why are you giving her excuses? Make her a bad person, make her regret the decision. That's true. That's true. Let's make her regret it. Let's make it gritty. Uh, Um, I'm not even done. Like, this is the thing. Like, I haven't even got to like the main. This is the side plot. This is not even the main plot. The main plot has to be with Case, and Case has no role here. She betrays a friend. Yeah, she does. Shit. But can we make? I don't. We can't make her like hate it. Can she be that bad? Um, we can leverage this for the story. Yeah. Basically, I want her to feel like it's her fault, but then it's not gonna be her fault, right? So I feel like maybe um yeah, she thinks something happened to her friend at the party because of the boyfriend, but it's actually her best friend's cousin who's like obsessed. He's the conference leader. Oh, let's see. I do want Case to be dangerous. Friend joined the bad guys. These are a lot of ideas. Good night, night, night. I should go to sleep too. I think she has to go back to the crime scene though. Because why would the cousin want to stalk her, right? Other I feel like the next morning, maybe next morning, she goes back and I have lecture soon. Okay, enjoy your lecture. And sees two guys. This is it. This is it. Okay, so I don't want Case to be have anything to do with the like the Masons or whatever, the secret society. These two guys um tries to hide. They see her. Does he I don't know if is her friend dead? No. Anyway, so it's two guys. One looks kind of scary, but hot, and the other is like forgettable. Case is part of a rival group and thinks she's with him. He doesn't hate her. He falls in love with her instantly. So like she comes back the next day to the location and things are in disarray, people are all over the place. And then or like things are all over the place. There's not a lot of people. And she overhears two people talking from that room. and she walks up to the room, and she like I don't know if she sees the body on the floor or like her friend's like leg or something, or if her friend is in the away. Like maybe something she overhears. I'm not sure yet. He likes danger. You're so funny. Anyway, um, something frightens her and causes her to want to rush out. Oh, maybe. Okay. The two guys are in the room. They're in the room, and then she hears sounds from like outside, like behind her or outside, and it's police arriving. So she manages to like sneak out or something like that, right? And as she turns away to leave, Case sees her clearly. Actually, both guys see her clearly. Case and this fella, um, the cousin was there the whole time. But because of his like, because he's sort of like this like blends in with the crowd kind of person, he's like very like I want her to just like almost not even pay attention to him. And Case wasn't there. He wasn't at the party, but he comes later because Case is a drug dealer. This is what we're doing. Yeah, he's a drug dealer. Is he a drug dealer? Yeah, he's a drug dealer. Wait, is he a drug dealer? Let me think about it. Maybe he's like someone what you said he you know about being in a group or like danger. Maybe he's not like I don't know. Do I want to I kind of want to make him bad though, but I don't know how bad. Maybe he's not a dealer, but he's like part of a gang or something. Can we put him in a gang? And then a gang or like mafia? Too old to freak a mafia? That's something like a gang. Something like a gang. Anyway, actually he doesn't see her. He sees her he doesn't see her full body or her full face. Sees her side profile and has some feels well. And then cousin guy also sees some stuff. They were yes, Yakuza, yes, Yakuza boyfriend fantasy is exactly where I'm kind of trying to go with it, but I don't want to commit. I don't want to commit to him being like I don't want him to commit to him being like what do you call it? Uh morally bad. I feel like he would kill someone, but he would kill someone for good. You want him to be likable. Yes, from the female perspective at least. So I don't want him to be a drug dealer, but he's definitely involved in like dubious things, but he has like his own principles or standards or something about it. Or like he's willing to what do you call it? He'll be like a messenger or like the kind of the in between the delivery person, but he's not actually the one doing the deals, right? A drunk dealer, you're funny. Um, in the middle of changing, yeah, something like that, something like that. We'll give him like some sort of out, but not that good. We're gonna call him a gray man in a bad situation. Like, I like the idea that he's he's like deep and intellectual and loyal and good and witty, clever. Um, but he's not opposed to doing things that are illegal for the sake of them, like based on illegality, right? He has another set of standards. Like, is he harming someone by doing it? He's doing bad things, giving his money to kitties. Something like that. Something like that. I'm thinking more like, um, maybe he feels like he owes a favor to a guy, a fixable baddie, Robin Hood. Yeah, something like a Robin Hood. Yeah. A Robin Hood, if Robin Hood was willing to murder. Does Robin Hood murder? Yeah, he has a sense of morality, and he's not afraid to take things into his own hands. He insulted people on the internet. No, no, no. He's not the internet troll type. That's anyway. Uh, let's see. This is becoming way more than one paragraph though. This is not how I was supposed to do this. I kind of got out of hand. Let's see. Um how can Case be from chat? He's saying racial slurs but loves to cuddle. Guys, you're killing me. You're killing me. Oh, it's like the opposite. I feel like he loves to cuddle and he's a good cook, but he would never say racial slurs. um, but he might stab someone who says racial slurs or something. I don't know. I feel like there's a difference. I feel like there's a big difference. Um, not saying it's right to stab someone, but like that idea of him having his own set of principles that's not to do with um like just right and wrong. Meow meow meow. Let me think. Let's see. They meet again later. Leah hates him because she assumes he is involved in, it has to be Kate. Is it Kate? Is her name Kate? Is her best friend's name Kate? Kate's disappearance. He aggressively. He's just from London. uh, a gray root makes him more mysterious, gives you more freedom to design him. um, let's see. I'm trying to think of what scenario would force them together though. I don't know if it's gonna be, I guess maybe so like hmm I don't know how yet. He finds out more about her and where she lives. and they have more chance encounters, but she starts to feel like she's being stalked, followed. This is it. This is literally it. Wait. Yes. So kind of yes. The gang, so it's not his gang that's involved in the disappearance. It's the cousin, but the cousin is a client or customer of the gang. So maybe we have him sort of like kind of, what is it called? What's it called when you are like a double agent almost? I remember me a book about a dog chasing a cat. Or just down. Yeah. So his uh gang friend uh buddy um who he owes his life to asks him for favors now and then, and he never turns them down. They have a general understanding. He knows more than he's letting on. Is she dead or not? I poured soda on my burrito instead of ketchup. Why would you put ketchup on your burrito? Is it a breakfast burrito? It's sleeping. Let's see. Uh, we have to rewrite all of this. This is just like the plot development. Um, he's asked to trail Leah at the same time that he's already been, I don't know, seeking her out. I like the idea that like it's not that he looks for her for the job, for the sake of the job, but he was already looking for her because he likes her. And then after he starts following her already, then he kind of gets like, his buddy shows him a picture. He's like, hey, I need you to trail this bitch because, one of our clients wants to keep tabs on her. And meanwhile, that cousin who's a client is like a very wealthy person. So he's not only dealing with like, he doesn't have just one person after her, if that makes sense. So he's hired different people to like fuck with her, to find her, to whatever, because he thinks that she might know something or might have heard something. Um, so like this girl must follow. I know, I feel like I'm teaching the Moonies. Uh-oh, I'm teaching them how to stalk people. That's not good. Wait, it's not good. But basically, so he's following her because he likes her and for a job. But there's also kind of a hit on her. Like maybe like some other guy like tries to kidnap her or something. And then basically I want there to be a time where he protects her with like deadly force, right? So like maybe he prevents her kidnapping eventually. No, wait, no, wait. Maybe he kills the guy. I don't know. Do we want him to commit murder? I don't know. Okay, thank you, Bolte. And then, um, maybe, yeah. So maybe now that he kills that guy, they're both wanted, so they both have to go on a run. I don't know. I don't know. I like this, but I don't know how it ends. Wait, I didn't think about where this is going. How is this gonna get resolved? Um, I know how this gets resolved. Wait, he killed a guy. Is he gonna be a murderer? Or maybe prevents her kidnapping and the hitman ends up dead. They have to get new identities as a couple. He takes Leah on the run. New identities. um, and then let's see. Okay, bye. Thanks for helping. They try to find normalcy and start over, but she's going crazy, maybe? Yes, I like this. This is perfect. Are you writing a novel? Not yet. The manly life type. This is just the outline for it. This is an outline for it. And then here's so like as they try to start a new life together, she's gonna run away from him and try to go solve like find her friend or something. It's just spoilers. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. It is. You guys weren't gonna read it anyway. No one here's gonna read it anyway. A novel as in new, novel as in book. My tummy hurts. I don't think it's new. I think it's the same thing that I just like. Let's see. No, I don't like runs away. Maybe she bought. If you narrate it. I can't get a check because I don't have health insurance. He leaves to find Kate, or is it to get? No, I don't think she would go to get justice. Why would she do that? That's a bit extreme. Hmm. Um. Okay, should I keep going or stop here? Maybe. I think. How do I want it to end? How do I want it to culminate? We obviously need the guy to get caught, but is that the end or is that the beginning of the end? Um. He marries him in jail. That's not a bad idea. I don't know if I want him to go to jail though. Um, let me think. Let me think. She goes the Monterey. Ah, I didn't want it to be sad. It was supposed to be. This got so dark. It wasn't supposed to be this dark. It was supposed to be kind of sweet. Wait, I missed all the sweet parts. I missed all the romance. Anyway, I think that's enough for this morning. Yeah. Thanks for being here. I hope you have a good day. When title drop, you know, when it does. I feel sleepy now. Yeah. See you tomorrow or next time. Thank you for posting the cat pics. Bye. Goodbye, kitties. Bye.